Week 1 of the CDL Major 2 qualifiers was lit. We had teams shaking things up with roster changes and adapting to the new patch, unleashing a whole bunch of fresh strategies and playstyle tweaks. So stay tuned, cause a full recap of the matches is dropping real soon. But for now, let's zoom in on the hilariously unfair showdown between OpTic Texas and the LA Thieves. Now with Rio making its way into the rotation, we were all expecting teams with killer SMG duos to run the show. But let me tell you, the game 1 hardpoint between OpTic and the Thieves, it was pure domination, one of the most one-sided matchups we've seen all season, especially on this brand new map. Sure, LA just had a massive shakeup in their roster, adding Nasty and Kremp to the starting lineup, but get this, Thieves have only snagged one hardpoint win this whole season, just one. That's crazy, right? They're now riding a 10-game losing streak in hardpoint, and to top it off, they've got the lowest map win percentage in the league at a measly 30.3%. Now, I'm not here to roast them or anything, but man, Thieves fans must be scratching their heads right about now. Alright, enough chatter. Let's jump into the highlights of this series.
Give that time, but you could already see at P2, it's a fight for these spawns, but Pred with a big one-on-one gunfight versus Afro should try to secure that for OpTic.
Yeah, these are, again, moments where you look to a player like Pred to really just dominate, take over as one of the best SMGs in potentially the league. 4 in a row for him. And okay, just prove my point for me, Pred. Really easy stuff going through backside gate. One more player in the way, that is Kremp. And I will say, again, talking about potential hot subs, Kremp has looked nasty with the rival 9, but he gets taken down, and Ghosty finds both of his forward teammates with a team nade. So not outside angle, and a nade from Ghosty does land. Preemptive Semtex for Pred, reads the one up close, and then he gets a second, almost finds 3.
That SMG, early cruise missile already invested, 10-4 start to this game. With only 20 seconds left at this P3 HP. OpTic already a step ahead.
Thieves will also have a chance to get some numbers up as he's
already off the rotation. Shots he's gonna be here. As he takes down the first kill on Afro, he knows that the second player is gonna be towards side door. Tries to go for the chop because he knows his teammates still have somewhat positioning towards top mid. They just don't have at that garage hill to put them at 235. 15 seconds to let call game.
Yeah, definitely feels like OpTic is just maybe a step ahead at the moment when it comes to, again, just thinking about all elements of the hardpoint at once. Last attempt here for LA Thieves. First couple of kills are decent. He gets the hardpoint neutral for a time, but Kenny, Pred still working the kills together. Just need a couple more seconds. Dashy, last one up. He's got Pred right behind him who will step on in, and Ghosty, his hand forced, will eventually be taken down as the last second gets tallied. It's a convincing win for OpTic, and I'm sure Green Wall fans are very happy to see this map in the pool based on what we just saw right there.
Everybody's happy to see Rio, man. It's just an absolute mix fest. All you have to do is just stay ahead. Stay a step ahead of the next team. That means winning your rotation, staying on top in a trade fight.
Elimination. Kenny thought he had timing to finish off another, but Shotzi right behind him will confirm his trade. So a very early 3v2, and here is that aggression you very aptly called. Only problem is, I don't think they fully realized how far Ghosty was, but the same could be said for Ghosty. Shotzi takes him by surprise. Smoke will come through. Bomb will be planted. Kenny may have an opportunity to make this difficult on the exit, but doesn't quite sound anyone at the moment.
Yeah, Kenny's just in a situation where he can peek, potentially find a kill, but he doesn't want to peek and lose his life. Eventually takes down Nasty, and instantly in 3v2. You see both the players from LAT, they're all towards junk shot. You take down that player towards top red, we can instantly stick the defuse. That's all up to Ghosty now.
He has to move through this single window. Not gonna happen. That is too easy, I think, is probably
too easy.
The easiest way to point to immediately. And then look at Ghosty. He's just on the other side of the map saying, "Oh, come and get me." Like, it's just killing time on the backside so we get a 3v3 post plan.
But now this is a little bit different, because now if you are the Thieves, you have cafe control. You have back alley as well. You're forcing all of OpTic Texas to retake from the opposing side. That's already 15 seconds knocked off of the game clock. Shotzi also does not have a smoke grenade to make it a decoy on towards the site. With only 20 seconds left, we got to get a move on it.
Yeah, haven't found anyone yet, but Nasty gets collected quickly. Thieves, is this post plant dynamic enough? You've got Afro playing topside soda as Kremp drops. Now they know exactly where Afro is, so Dash is gonna hop this. Not again. Not another post plant situation that should have been the perfect setup going wrong. Oh, you hate to see it. You think from someone playing bottom arches with someone else up at top red that Thieves would have been fine to lock things up, but the bomb gets planted swiftly. Kenny now playing bottom office. Long wrap from Pred. Dashy still kind of holding position topside at red. And he's gonna get a freebie. What? Oh, wait, what? Okay. He's looking for the beatdown. Nasty. They have heard the elbow. whipped by his ears. Kremp also taken down, and it's just the individual skill in those last couple of moments tilted the way of OpTic as they take the 2-0 edge of the series.
It'll be a very difficult one to win because I know the old LAT roster on a map like Invasion Control that's coming up next. They were great. The #1 defensive team that we have throughout the entire league. Exactly what your last two teammates did, and that's usually a very difficult thing to do.
Oh, no.
As OpTic Texas already started off hot. Dash with 2, Brett with the 3rd, Brett with the 4th, already 4 dead. Players on both points. Not the best start for LA. Commit towards that gunfight through the back end.
Yeah, that's a phrase right there, Jay, that the COD community is not strangers to hearing. Whoever can get ticks at A typically gets that round 5 defense. Shotzzy getting aggressive through the B zone. Will work his way to top treehouse. Pred mid-map, deals with Afro, and it's able to take position. You cannot allow OpTic's ARs to get into a position like this. They can just shred you at the main street. Kenny teeing off now on 6 in a row. He's got himself a cruise missile. And oh boy, he's not done. The rest of OpTic also pushing forward, and it's just a masterclass. Thieves getting a little bit of cold feet here at B. They can't make their way through either alley. They have to play this through mid, and it's just not going any better there. Pred not able to fully double up, but it is a significant life lead. Thieves will jump on with 1.9. Kenny looking for double-digit streaks. Does he get it? Sure doesn't. Bit off more than I could chew there, and there is still a chance for Thieves to try to get this zone captured, but Dashy's nade takes him off.
Exactly what they needed to do to secure defense in round number 5. The absolute Kobe over the top side of blue finds a 2-piece.
From the cruise missile, second tick of progress, like you mentioned, nearly there. Dashy with the contest. Oh, plus Kenny assisting over the middle of the map. So yes, you do have to chalk up the B zone, but only a single tick gets confirmed on A. And look at the defensive setup for OpTic. They've got full water side control.
Yeah, they have full water side, so now you're forcing all of LA to overextend. Push through Treehouse, push through DVD, and they are ready for the fights. But how many can they get? Because there's multiple bodies here from LA. Shotzzy with the stun. You're still able to sprint. He still finds the kill. Now the only player here is going to be Ghosty. You take care of him. Hit the reset button for LA.
Through mid-map. Kenny has to forfeit this. Just play over towards Rugs. Lots of damage. Able to find Afro. Also knows, of course, that there's a second contestant nearby. A read on the Ghosty as well. And Kenny wants the gunfight. And he's going to take it. Oh, my goodness. Oh, Afro able to step on it. Kremp deals with it. OpTic still holding strong. But Thieves off spawn, still able to keep the game clock stopped. 7v9, and it's just down to how long Nasty can stay alive.
It's a one-on-one. It's a one-on-one. His teammates are just too far with only 12 seconds left. Crossfires are now here for OpTic Texas. They might have just been able to call game.
Unreal stuff. 6 seconds left. This is going to take too long, and Pred reads it the entire way. Oh my goodness. That got saucy around A. But OpTic win a couple of real key 1v1s.
See right there, right in the opening hardpoint. Absolutely loving the Rio edition.
Walk me through this fight. It's round 6. The retake was so clean.
I mean, yeah, it's just the search and destroy has been so much better for OpTic, which I think is going to make them terrifying for the rest of this split. If they keep playing the way that they have, they've been playing much more objectively focused and much more around each other. You can see all 3 of these arrows are trying to work out this player in the back. They know he's in gas. They have 15 seconds on the clock. They get the kill, and then they have the overwatch.
That was the second time they did it too, Nameless.
Yeah, they kept doing this, and I love how they played. Like, the most important thing about OpTic and their search and destroy is, like, early rounds, they were good. It was about these types of situations, like playing off of the contact. When you have a guy like Shotzzy who's able to get so much information and stay alive, you have to make plays while he's being that nuisance. And you saw Pred instantly closing the gap, as well as Dashy coming in to help.
Now, though, we have the greatest player to ever come out of Australia joining us live via the microphone at the OpTic Texas studio. Pred, you guys finished 3rd. The only team to beat you has been Atlanta, and since it looks like you guys continue to improve, what did you guys work on leading up to today?
Honestly, we've just been scrimming S&D a lot. I think that's something that we kind of lacked heading into the major. We just try to, you know, sort of just get more match reps and tournament reps with S&D, but we realized like we got to scrim it a lot more than we were. So I think that's something that we really focused on, and you know, kind of happy that a map like Rio got added. It's kind of, you know, good because we have a, you know, me and Ann both like to run the sub, so finally getting a map that we can actually run a sub on. So it just, you know, it feels good. The pacing's quicker, so that's something that we've been working on.
Well, yeah, so Pred, maybe I'm setting you up here. What is your favorite hardpoint map to spawn into right now during the split?
Man, I think it's probably Invasion. I think I like running the AR. So for me, Invasion Hardpoint's probably my favorite. I think the spawns on that map are really good. Make a lot of sense. And yeah, I just enjoy playing that map.
You are capping. All right, I want to ask you about the search and destroy moments. It seems like you guys focus a lot on your retakes, especially your guys' defense. It's just something you guys are lacking. Like the early rounds are so good, and you guys would fall apart. We saw that at Major 1. How did you guys talk through fixing that going into this stage?
I think it's a big thing on the comms, you know, like we said, like the info thing. I think we get a lot of info, and sometimes we weren't like playing off that info. So I feel like when like we've been trying to retake more and just playing a bit more like info orientated. I feel like we're kind of playing like blind counters a little bit. So I feel like once we started like playing off info and like working together and clearing out and isolating people, I think we've been a lot better. So
do you think you needed to play like with Shotzi a little bit more? Because I feel like when I watched that Karachi, like he was making plays, you were always with him, like trying to make plays based off his contact.
Yeah, that's something that we also spoke about. You know, me and Ann, I feel like we work well off each other. I feel like he's a bit more like fast, quick, and I kind of play off him as well. And then like we can alternate, which is really like important that we can use in search. So we've been definitely practicing that a lot.
Brett, I know you've been getting in a lot of games both with your team and with some old school legends on the ranked scene. What does Nameless bring to the table when you're running alongside him and Dashy?
I'm carrying, bro.
Nah, and do you know what? I tip Ant because he has insane comms. I'll be honest. Ant has really good comms. He's always keeping us accountable. He's like, yo, someone bump me. Sometimes I don't bump in. I let him sit in that hill, and then I just run by him, and he's doing it. But now playing up Ant in rank is good, man. We've been killing it, except when we versus cheaters there.
I already needs 1,000 SR tonight. Good luck in the run. Everybody is going to be fighting for you in ranked all weekend long. We'll see you guys in action again next weekend in week 2.
Peace out, guys. Have a good day.
Thank you, Pred. Congratulations to OpTic. The 3-0 we all expected came true as